Alright guys, welcome to the Gamebred Bareknuckle MMA press conference here live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome first to the stage the boss of Gamebred Bareknuckle MMA, the original BMF, a future UFC Hall of Famer, Jorge Masvidal. A little clap or a cheer, something, a little something out here.
Everybody's shy. Hello everybody.
Alright. One half of the main event, a former UFC heavyweight champion, 9 victories win streak in the UFC. Also, I hear Birdie told me one of the best singers at American Top Team, Junior Dos Santos, bringing him up to the stage. And then the other half of the main event in Jacksonville, Florida, also former UFC heavyweight champion, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, Fabricio Werdum to the stage. All right, guys. We'll open it up very soon, guys, to all media here in person, but let's take care of some business. Guys, Friday, September 8th, a historic event live from Jacksonville, Florida, VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Historic event, 15 years in the making, historic rematch of 2 of the greatest heavyweights of all time. But this time, Jorge, we are excited about, we're going to take the gloves off of these 2 fighters. We've been talking about it. How excited are we? Gloves off between Dos Santos and Werdum.
I grew up watching these guys, and just knowing when they came in, they were like the next generation of heavyweights. You know, they were big guys who were athletic, they could wrestle, they could strike, they could do jiu-jitsu, and they were like the next wave of the big guy that could really, really move, and both of them got sick power, right? So when we were thinking, what's the most violent fight that we could possibly put together? Well, JDS is a free agent, he won't be for long, and so is Werdum. He won't be a free agent for long either. We gotta make this happen right now. You know, that's what we were trying to do, is just get together a fight that people would say, holy smokes, I'm gonna watch that. You know, no matter if you've been a new fan of the game or 20 years in the game, there's no way you're not watching this fight if you know about it, especially being Bareknuckle.
Absolutely, guys. So let's give a real quick shout out to Nerd Focus Energy Drink, a major sponsor here for Gamebred Bareknuckle. Junior, real quick question to you. Viral little post from Jorge. A little sign-up bonus with straight cash. That's something new to the fight game a little bit.
Yeah, man. I got to the gym. It was full of cash on top of the bank. I said, whoa, that's a nice thing. And, well, yeah, I'm just very excited. You know, it's Masvidal is doing, with all the team, is doing a great job on Gamebred Bareknuckle, and we are entertaining people. You know, we are here to entertain people. Wants to see that, like that Bareknuckle thing that's growing a lot. So we are here for it. You know, to put on a good show.
Absolutely, Fabricio. Quick question for you. 15 years. You were a heavy favorite. Remember that Junior was a rising, ascendant prospect. He gets the win on you. How bad did you want this rematch? You know, you get wins over Fedor, you have wins over Stipe Miocic. How bad did you want this rematch? It took you 15 years, but how excited are you with this opportunity against Junior Dos Santos?
Yes, I'm very excited, you know, because not about the past, man. The past is the past, and now is the present. Now, this is the more important for me, and I'm very happy for everything now in my life happening. And I'm happy for this fight. When the guys invite me, I'm very excited. I just say, Ali, please send me the contract. I love the idea. There are no gloves. This is amazing. And this fight, we are the history for sure.
Absolutely. All right, guys, let's open it up, guys. By the way, tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Make sure to get your tickets live Friday, September 8th. Let's open it up for the esteemed media. First question? There we go.
Jorge, it's probably hard to put into words topping, you know, bringing Roy Jones Jr. in and everything else, but what does it mean to you, back to Florida, one of your teammates at ATT, 2 heavyweight legends of the UFC, and just put into words, you get to hold the event, you're the one promoting it.
No, uncomparable for me. This fight to any other fight, the magnitude of this fight. These guys are both highly dangerous, and I still believe these guys are in the top 5 of their weight class right now in the world, you know. The Roy Jones fight was more of a, let's see what happens against a younger MMA guy. But this fight here, I know what happens, nothing but violence, you know. It's gonna end and it's gonna start violent and bloody. And shit, I can't wait to see it, man.
And then for Junior Dos Santos, I think a lot of fans, the very first time they saw you was the night that you beat Werdum. Can you put into words what that victory meant for your entire career as it really kicked you off to become a star?
Well, that was probably one of, if not the most important fight of my career. Yeah, it's in the second place because it's between that fight and the fight I got the title. You know, those are the most important, of course, fights of my career because I was making my debut in the biggest show in the world, you know, UFC MMA show, and against a legend of the sport already. You know, a guy who was supposed to fight for the title, and I went there and I was able to get out with the victory. And that was just amazing, you know. As suddenly, the world started to talk about my name, and that was something very special, you know. And like it is today, you know, to be here again, to having to fight Werdum again.
Then finally for Werdum, obviously you fought many places, been part of big shows, big events. Can you talk about just what does this feel like, knowing, you know, it's going to be bare knuckle, it's going to be a little different than a lot of things you've done before?
Yes, I want to ask, respond in Portuguese, okay? Just give the microphone for my translator, official translator, please.
Hang on 1 second.
Eu lutei pelo mundo inteiro em vários eventos, né? Como eu falei antes, eu estou muito feliz de ter essa oportunidade. Tantos lutadores no mundo, né, e eles me convidarem mais uma vez. Eu sei que tem uma história, mas é muito importante, como eu falei antes, né, a felicidade que eu estou de poder ter essa oportunidade mais uma vez e fazer uma grande luta aí com o Cigano.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I'm very happy. Like you said, I had the chance to fight many places around the world. And I was invited for this promotion. I know it's going to be a little bit different, but yeah, I'm very happy for this chance to fight another great champion. And I know this fight's going to be amazing.
O que chamou a atenção quando eu assinei o contrato foi o sem luva, né? Voltar às origens do verdadeiro vale tudo. Então isso me chamou muita atenção porque eu sempre quis lutar dessa maneira, né? Estilo vale tudo, né? Sem as luvas, né? Por isso que hoje eu tenho uma boa proposta para o evento hoje.
What kept my attention was because of it's bare knuckle. It's the original Vale Tudo, and I always wanted to do it. So yeah, I'm very excited for this fight because of that.
For Junior and Fabricio, I'm curious to know who you guys think the rules here with the bare knuckle favors more. Obviously, Fabricio, you know, open, no gloves, grappling. I'm sure that helps, and Junior, I'm sure you get to hit a little harder without those gloves on. So, who do you guys think it favors more? Junior, you can go first.
Well, there's the both sides, you know, of the story. But it's good for the grappling side of the fight, you know. It's good also as well for the striking part of the fight. Of course, you know, we for sure that the right thing is that we're gonna see much more blood. And, you know, at the beginning I was kind of struggling, you know, to really fight bare knuckle and things like that. But then I went to watch some fights and really understand what's going on, you know, on this thing. And there's not many things different, you know, than the regular the fight with the gloves. So the biggest difference is that you gotta be careful to not just break your hands, and for sure it's gonna be much more blood. So I think, you know, it's a great opportunity to be fighting Werdum again, and probably it's the last time we're gonna be facing each other. So why not to do on the old style, right?
Eu penso que é uma grande oportunidade de lutar sem as luvas, por isso que a minha proposta, né, para o evento, nada pessoal, seria com qualquer lutador que eu faria, por ter essa felicidade de lutar mais uma vez, fazer a proposta para o Masvidal de fazer um antigo vale tudo mudando a regra, se for possível, com cabeçada, pênalti, pisão na cabeça, fazer realmente o vale tudo de verdade, já que nós chegamos a esse ponto, né, de fazer sem as luvas. Eu acho muito, e acho que vai chamar muita atenção de todos os fãs.
Para esse evento.
Para esse evento.
So yeah, the biggest thing for me is fighting the original fighting to the old school rules. So I would like to take this opportunity to ask Masvidal if he would agree to change the rules. And for this fight, we could fight with soccer kicks, headbutts, and anything that we could do, we were allowed to do back those days at the original attitude rules.
The thing is that we have to change the state because of the commission of law. That's the only thing. So before I can even say yes or no, we have to find a state that say, yeah, you can soccer kick over here. And I think the only place in America that's doing that right now is Colorado. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody out there.
That's correct.
Yeah? Even the nerds agree with me. I'll probably reach out. Listen, man, I wish we'd have to go to Japan or something like that. We'd have to leave the country. Possible. But for September, it'd be tight.
And another one for both you guys. Jorge mentioned Junior that you're a free agent after this, and there's this big, Francis and Ngannou fight looming out there for maybe next year, and big money attached. Do you feel like the winner here puts themselves in a very good position to potentially get that fight offered to them? Fabricio, you go first.
Yes, now I just think about this fight now. I don't think about Francis and Ngannou. Just I signed this fight now, and my focus in this fight September 8th. That's it.
Junior.
I think whatever happens after this fight, it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be very welcome. But right now, it's of course, I have a great fight in front of me. A different style of fight that everybody's excited to see, and I'm very excited too. To go there and put in a good work, and what comes afterwards comes afterwards.
Just last thing for me, a few minutes ago, the UFC just announced a heavyweight title fight between John Jones and Stipe Miocic. I'd just like to know both of your opinions on that matchup and how do you think it's going to go? Junior?
I think it's a great fight. That's the fight to do right now. John Jones, everybody knows how amazing he is. Stipe Miocic also is a great guy. A great fighter, actually. And I really believe it's going to be a very interesting fight for the heavyweight division, and I also believe that Miocic has great chances to give John Jones some hard work inside of the cage and maybe get that W.
Anybody up here?
Real quick question for Jorge. Can you expand maybe next month or the next couple of months? Can Gamebred Bareknuckle, can we go to Colorado real soon?
We'll be closing out the year with 3 more shows. We'll be in England, London in October. Then in December, we'll be in Denver is the plan. It's 100% on paper here, but it's pretty close. And next year we'll have 12 calendar shows. That's for sure. And then the year after that, we're gonna try to move to 24 shows in the year. But next year will definitely be 12 shows in the year, 1 show per month. We want to try to keep these guys as busy as possible once they sign on.
Beautiful.
Jorge, you were talking about the state athletic commission, the state rules before. Is there any specific state that you and the promotions have issues about the bare-knuckle MMA or even the bare-knuckle boxing or whatever?
There's a lot of states that bare-knuckle is still not legal. New York, Las Vegas, California, for example, some big states like that. So we got to work around that. But there's a lot of states now like Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas is soon becoming, I think Arizona soon is also going to sign up for the bare-knuckle. So there's a lot of states that are also allowing this type of competition. So I think it'll take time, but we'll get there. Like everything, like when the UFC first got here, they had to go through the what do they call it, jumps and hoops and bounds and all that. We got to do the same.
You just said that you were planning to have 12 fights next year, right?
Yes, sir.
So how many fighters do you have already right now in your roster?
In the roster right now, I would say off the top of my head, maybe like 7 guys we have. Yeah, and we'll be. Now that we have a full schedule of 12 fights, now we can add a lot more to that roster because now we tell the guys, hey, you can fight 3 times for us potentially next year. And so most of these fighters, that's what they want to do, stay active, 1 to 3 fights a year minimum.
Por aquí una pregunta. En marzo pasado, allá en tu casa en Miami, vimos cómo te retirabas y ahora eres el que estás manejando esto. ¿Cómo se vive los toros desde la barrera, desde afuera, tener que organizarlo todo, ver a los peleadores, tener más responsabilidades porque tú tienes que asegurarte que la gente haga su trabajo en concierto? ¿Cómo se vive eso?
Me encanta. La vida que he vivido mi vida entera, 20 años profesional peleando, yo entiendo el juego de ser un jugador del equipo para el partner mío, ser un training partner, estar en la esquina, competir yo mismo, he sido referí en amateur, yo me he puesto todos los sombreros que me pueda poner en la pelea, pero además de pelear, que es mi preferido y es más natural para mí, esta es la próxima cosa que es lo más natural en el mundo del combate para mí, que es promover la pelea. Si estoy hablando con ellos, con Werdum o lo que sea, tenemos una conexión diferente, como hemos peleado, puedo hablar con ellos, ellos me pueden decir cosas que quieren hacer pasar, yo les puedo decir si es verdad, si lo puedo hacer, ¿no? Y yo creo que el negocio es más fácil así. Y bueno, tengo gracias a Dios que tengo 26, 27 años en este deporte, so también tengo un ojo para ver quién tiene talento y no. Eso es otra bendición que Dios me dio para el trabajo de promover.
Fabricio, ahora para ti, por favor. Tú eres un veterano en este deporte y en general en artes marciales mixtas y en deporte de combate. ¿Qué es lo que te sigue pidiendo que sigas peleando? ¿Qué es lo que te impulsa a seguir peleando?
Sí, yo siempre digo esto porque nací luchador, ¿entiendes? Entonces cuando me hacen una propuesta como esta, sin los guantes, y después de estar 2 años sin pelear por la opción que he tenido, ¿no? Entonces la verdad que me gusta bastante, como te había dicho antes, que de estar contento, ¿no? Yo creo que la gente está buscando esto, ¿no? De estar contento, feliz con tu vida. Entonces yo estoy feliz con mi vida ahora mismo, entonces pues acepté y estoy muy motivado para el 8 de septiembre, que seguramente una pelea para la historia.
Y Junior, tú normalmente fuiste conocido como un striker, uno que pegaba muy duro. ¿Tú crees que tienes ventaja para este 8 de septiembre con Fabricio o tú ves la pelea 50-50 pareja? ¿Cómo lo ves tú dentro de cuando vayas a subirte a pelear con Fabricio?
Portuñola. Yo pienso que va a ser una buena pelea. Fabricio Werdum es muy experiente, tiene muy duro principalmente en grappling, en jiu-jitsu. Mas yo estoy preparado para pelear donde fue, o como en pie o en lo piso. Entonces, lo más importante es que vaya a ser una gran pelea para todos verem, asistir.
Gracias.
All right, we're going to do 2 more guys, then we're going to have a face-off, then we can have a one-on-ones.
What's that? Right here. Do you just want to tell everybody else for the stream too what just happened there? The Spanish interaction.
The Spanish interaction. Basically, he was asking us some questions about cryptocurrency and the stock market. Fabricio had a different opinion as to me and JDS, so hopefully somebody makes a lot of money on those bets.
Jorge, just down here. You mentioned that you're going to be bringing Gamebred Bareknuckle boxing to the UK, to London.
Yes.
Can you elaborate a little bit about why you chose to bring it to London, and do you have a main event in mind?
I think when I was a fighter, there was places in my mind that I wanted to fight. Madison Square Garden, there are numerous places here in Vegas, numerous arenas, Mandalay Bay, MGM Grand. As a promoter, there's many places I want to promote at. In England's one of them, Brazil's one of them. Places where fighting is engraved in the culture. England is huge on fighting. They've been setting out arenas there. First Islands, I can remember. Brazil's the same thing. Some other places have been selling out. Well, they invented the sport and they've been selling out there. So going to places like this as a promoter is 100% on the bucket list.
Do you have a main event in mind?
Where's my guy at? Where's Big Dean Tool. Where you at? He disappeared. But the main event is very close to finally. I wanted to see if maybe I would have looked up and would have said I could announce it, But I can't find his ass, man. He disappeared. We're very close on big main event. One half of the main event is from England. Maybe that's saying too much already. but maybe within the coming weeks we'll release it to the public already.
And do you see London as somewhere that you could perhaps go quite regularly?
Of course, in my heart, I'm super optimistic. I think we're gonna settle and go there every year, but we gotta go and check. You know, we're gonna cross that bridge, but I think so.
Last one, guys.
Drinks are free in the back. Enjoy yourselves. Hey, thank the press for coming out. Thank all of you, man. Appreciate it.
We got one more here.
He didn't have no questions over there, man. You shy today, bro?
You're one right now. That's insane.
You shy. You gotta ask now. You shy.
Okay, that English fight you said in the main event. Does his name rhyme with Schmarin Bill?
No, it rhymes with
Full Whaley?
this guy's funny. Well, he kicked this guy out. No. Very good guesses. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I know you don't know what that means in England, but you got this law called plead the fifth. I don't have to answer the questions.
All right, thank you guys so much. We're gonna pick up this table. We're gonna do the first ever face-off. Dos Santos and Werdum, Bareknuckle.
Let me see what you do.
Gosh, I hope these guys don't get into it right now. They'll squash me like a bug, bro.
Yeah, we can get the heavyweights in the front row.